Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading for the week of March 28th. This week, I think you're dealing with a lot of people. Number one, probably having a lot of people come in and out of your life. Bosses, potential leaders, potential mentors even, and even maybe love as well. So this week you start with the Nine of Hearts, which is a great card to start with. This is you getting something you want, getting something you've been wishing for. Nine of Hearts is very similar to the Nine of Cups in the Tarot. It's just a wish card, exactly like the Nine of Cups. This is you getting something you've been wishing for, getting something you've been hoping for, but it has the added benefit of also bringing more opportunity to you as well. It's kind of like one of those cards where I think you're going to have a choice this week. It's almost like you're being presented with something you want, but then also being presented with another choice, which is like, hey, here's exactly what you want in life, or you could have something that's even better if you put a little bit more work into it. So this is you having to make that very difficult decision. It's kind of almost like it's like you've arrived at some point that you've been wanting to arrive at, but now it's kind of like you're also being tempted with a little bit extra, with more, becoming more than you ever thought you could be, but needing to make that very difficult decision, again, to kind of leave behind almost exactly what you want, but getting just a little bit more of a benefit. That's a pretty crazy message right there. Wow. So it's like, what do you do? It's up to you. It's you making a decision, and I think I'm actually going to skip ahead to this card, which is the Two of Clubs. I think this is the fear coming in of being like, well, I already have my goal. I already have my goal. But also, this card is about doing things in the face of fear. And so, you could be presented with this fear, and it's like, okay, well, what do I do? What decision do I make? And I think, you need to go and face that fear and do the extra work to get something a little bit more. On one hand, you could say, well, I got the bird in the hand, right? I got what I wanted. But at the same time, I think you need to stretch yourself a little bit more. And I think that's why all these people are showing up. That's why I wanted to rearrange these cards. You have the Jack of Diamonds coming up first. This is you needing to balance work and fun on one hand. So I think you've been working very hard. And this is you needing to create balance in your work life, in your love life, play life, hobby life, all these other lives that you live, and needing to balance those things out and needing to be a little bit less serious. So if you've found yourself being very serious recently and working very hard, this is you needing to create a little bit of balance in those areas of your life. And next you have the King of Clubs. Working very hard on one hand, being a leader, needing to step up to be a leader as well. And maybe this is where that stretch comes in, where that gaining a little bit extra comes in if you just push yourself a little bit harder this week. But on the other hand, this card asks you to also not be too reactive and not too emotional, and to think more level-headedly. And maybe that's what's going on now. Maybe it's like you're being presented with a little bit more if you just can hold off just a little bit longer and put in a little bit of extra work in. But this can also be your boss coming to you and offering you some advice, or a mentor coming to you and offering you some advice that you should listen to. So if that happens, if somebody you consider to be a mentor, or somebody you consider to be a boss or a leader to you comes to you and offers you some advice, it would be advice well taken for sure under this King of Diamonds. And finally, you have the Jack of Clubs. This is where I think something really amazing happens for you right here, is I think you can see into the future this week. I think you are like seeing that if you just wait a little bit longer, you can have something better than that wish that you have right here that you're going to get this week. But I think here you see, well, you know what, if I hold off, this is almost like you getting some money back on investment, but also seeing like, you know what, if I just leave that money there and I let it stay for a little bit longer, I'll have something so much better. And then this is, again, you seeing into the future and then taking those steps to make that happen. That investment thing was just an analogy, by the way, because for some of you, will it be an investment? Sure, but for others of you, it might be like a work position where if you just hold off a little bit more, or maybe go to school a little bit longer or something like that, it's like you're getting the benefits of waiting for something a little bit longer with this combination, this crazy combination you have right here. There's nothing else to say about it. I think if you just look into the future with this card, I think you could end up with something so much greater than what you could receive this week. So, crazy message. Like I said, that was nuts. But I think a really good message for you this week. And again, this has to do with your whole life. This could be anything for any one of you. It could be love, money, finance, business, spirituality. It's going to be different for all of you, but definitely a really nice message. So, thank you for watching and enjoy the week.